Hey folks, welcome back. We are going to do an unboxing and a review of the DogWatch bark collars. Right now we are going to do the BT7, but they do have a BT5, which is a smaller dog model. So if you have a smaller size dog, then the size of the receiver is a lot smaller, but there's a few differences. I'll go through those in the other video, but let's have a look at the BT7. So just unboxing this, everything is in the kit that you need. You will need to charge it up, and I've actually prepared one earlier. But as you unbox it, you can read a bit of information on the box, and it comes apart quite neatly. That little yellow piece of paper, that says don't have the collar on your dog for too long. You do need, obviously, to check the skin, make sure there's no irritation. And the one thing that would cause the irritation is having the dog in the collar in one position on too long. So take it off morning and night and check the skin, make sure there's no irritation and redness. Very good quality stainless steel probes in there as well, so there's no very little risk of there being a nickel problem from your dog drinking from poor quality nickel stainless steel bowls, but that's another subject. Let's have a look at these. You get your charger with the pin there, so just plug that into any normal Aussie charger. So again, this is all backed up by the Australian distributor, so buy the Australian product and you won't have any problems because you've already got the charger, the correct charger in there. The next thing you've got is your unit. Now they already have a size of probes on there, which are the smaller probes, great for short-haired dogs. If you have something like a longer-haired dog, then inside your little bag you've got your strap. There are probes there you can see, and then there's a test light as well. You've got the manual as well. So let's have a look at those individually. There's warranty registration. Don't worry about that. You'll be looked after that by us. And also, you need to charge your collar for 3 to 4 hours before you start using it. And what that looks like is plugging it into the charging port. Thus. Now when you do that, obviously there's a little rubber grommet there. You need to close that as well, and the light will come on red. When that's ready, the light will go green, but you should have enough latent energy in there to give it a good test. So that's how the charger works. There's your recommendation to charge it for 3 to 4 hours. Then we have inside your little baggie a test light. It's a bit tricky to hold the test light on and test it. You need to get something onto the sensitivity. So the probes are actually the vibration detectors as well as the plate in the center. So if you've got this test light on and you're going to be trying to see it working, you now have to get some sort of vibration in there so that you can see the light coming on. But here's the thing, when it works, when you turn it dial, it does vibrate. Let's have a look at that at the moment. Then if you've got longer haired dogs, you already have a spare set of probes, so you can take those off and decide. So step 1 in the manual is decide whether you want to go for the longer or the short-haired dog probes. The manual's quite well written, nice images to show you what's going on, and this is all English based, so very easy to understand and follow. Now with the collar, when you're turning it on, you've got various levels. So here you have levels, well, 0 is off, so it's off. Vibration, it will vibrate on the dog's neck. So it's quite a good little way of, once your dog's trained, maybe follow our 6-week training guide, which will be included in the kit. And once your dog is trained, you can then change it to vibration, and they just get the vibration. The next level is level V, which is, vibration, and that will vibrate when you turn it on, and the green light will come on to say it's on. Then you simply choose the level, and it will start flashing to tell you what level it's on. And they've done something pretty smart as well. When you get to the top level, it's a P. It's not number 6. That's actually a P there. Let's have a look. P means progressive. It will start low and it'll work its way up gradually. The more the dog barks, the higher it will get. One thing that's quite particular about this one, it has something called bark forgiveness, which means that it won't go off for 3 seconds while your dog's barking. It's not going to stop the barking altogether. So when you find that level, remember our chart back on the main dog barking dog page, it's got the chart where it shows you the dog's temperament increasing if the collar's on progressive, or if you find that line where that's just enough to stop the dog barking at normal neighbourhood activity, we can cut out the nuisance barking. But when the dog's adrenaline jumps up high, the dog's still going to bark, but the collar's going to come in, and as the dog's excitement level wears off, it'll stop the barking, and then the dog has done an appropriate level of barking. So the bark forgiveness is a 3-second delay, and then if the collar won't go off for another 3 seconds, so there's a settlement time as well. So very good, quite a sensitive collar. It doesn't take a lot to activate it, which is great because you don't want it going off. It won't go off accidentally, but also you want it to go off accurately. You don't want your dog to have 10 barks before the collars start to go off. So if that's on number 3, I will try the test and see if I can get that to flash. It's a bit tricky, as I mentioned, but I don't think it's necessary to test it. If you've got the indicator lights, there you go. Yep. Okay, if you've got the indicator lights going off, and when you turn the dial from 0 off position to the vibration, and you can feel the vibration every time you change the levels, no reason why the collar's not going off. Just make sure it's fitted comfortably on the dog, and put a couple of fingers here and make sure that it's nestled right nicely on the Adam's apple. Again, with anything your dog wears, whether it's a collar or it's a harness or it's a bark collar or it's a dog fence collar, just check the skin, or a normal dog collar as well. Make sure there's no irritation, and you won't have any problems with retraining your dog. Again, the BT7 bark collar by DogWatch, highly recommended. We do have a very nice blog post on that, so have a look at that. Then you will be able to, I'm not sure whether you could see that, but there we go. Alright, so we do have a good blog post on that. You can actually scroll down there, read about all those features, click on the little buttons, that'll drop down to what the features are on each bark collar. Give us a call on our hotline for your registered Australian distributor of this one. So it's 1300 the dog, 1300 843 364. Okay, thanks very much. We're going to pop back in about 5 minutes, and we're going to have a look at the mini bark collar for small dogs by DogWatch. Thanks. Tune in again. Bye.